Personal power brings you the ability to um, get done what you want to get done. And so when you raise your Kundalini energy, you are then able to have more personal power, which gives you the ability to really get things done.
Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others.
So in every moment of your life, every moment, you're either gaining or losing power. You're either gaining it by being in nature, by meditating. Meditation is, of course, the number one way to gain in Kundalini energy. We'll talk more about that in a moment. So you're either gaining or losing power. What is personal power? Very simply put, personal power is energy. And the spiritual side of that is Kundalini. Your Kundalini energy is what gives you the ability to live a very happy, fulfilled life with power and energy, filled with power and energy. Kundalini is the energy of life that creates life, actually. Life is awareness, of course, movement. Life is movement, life is sentient. We feel life in a very specific way, depending on how you were raised, right? It's sentient. Life is the power to perceive. Without perception, no life. Of course, there are differences in perception. Animals perceive differently, plants perceive differently, et cetera, et cetera. So the power to perceive, the power that you have to perceive, to exist, to change, is perception, and your ability to decide in any moment how you're going to perceive that moment. And perception defines everything. Your perception in that moment, whether your perception is dark, sad, angry, you're perceiving things in a very angry way, or your perception is very light, filled with love, filled with happiness, compassion, unity, not separativity, engenders a much happier existence. Your perception determines the happiness or fulfillment of your life. And that is all in your control. Your perception, how you perceive, is 100% in your control. It's your mind. You have the ability to see any situation however it is that you want to see it. Yes, there are times when you're caught off guard and somebody or something comes at us from left field, and we instantly perceive in a way that really we were taught to perceive. It's a knee-jerk reaction in a way that you were taught as a very young being to perceive life. But when you breathe in that moment, take a few breaths and catch yourself, you're able to then perceive however it is that you want to perceive. You know, there's a wonderful, speaking of catching yourself, there is a wonderful exercise that you can do. It's called box breathing. And it works. It is a beautiful way to reset yourself, to push the reset button in any moment. There are many ways, and this is one of them. The way to do this is to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then breathe out for 4 seconds. And again, hold for 4 seconds before taking your next breath. This little exercise, this little breathing helps to reset your emotions, and your perceptions. Because, as I said a moment ago, perception defines everything. I may be in the same place as another, and our perceptions are going to be very, very different, depending on how it is that we choose to perceive in that moment. Maybe they've had a bad day, they're anxious, they're restless, depressed, and I see vivid colors. I see life's vibrations, happiness, the beauty of existence. Our perceptions are very different, aren't they? So power and energy equals freedom. It is freedom. Freedom to do what you want and be who you want to be. Freedom to get things done using your personal power. Meditation is power. Do you understand this? Meditation is a pathway to personal power. Yes, there are many people on this earth who were karmically given this personal power. They don't have to think about meditating. They have this personal power. Some of them use it for good, some of them don't. But understanding Kundalini and personal power engenders a much happier perception on your life. Understanding that you can gain personal power through the practice of meditation is a really great tool, right? It's a tool in your life's toolbox. Simply sitting in meditation is an act of personal power that you can then use to help others, to make your life happier, better, to make your perceptions, the way that you perceive life, a little happier. So power is the perceptual band that we see things on. So gaining in power gives you the ability to sort of like, climbing a mountain. You're able to then see a greater, bigger, more beautiful view. So gaining in energy, gaining in power gives you the ability to see more clearly, to see life in a much more fulfilling way. So these bands, these frequencies vibrate at different rates. These power bands that we have. The band of perception that you tune into will vary greatly depending on if you've meditated that day or if you're in a happier state of mind. So it is your choice. It is always your choice to tune into what band of perception you're going to perceive through, what frequency you want to influence you, what band of perception, what frequency that you want to influence you in that moment. There are an infinite amount of perceptual fields that you could tune into to perceive what other beings, plants, birds, astral beings perceive. Be careful on that one. There are so many different bands of perception, endless bands of perception. It's always up to you to decide which one you want to see or view your life through. Most of these perceptual bands, these bands of perception, won't make you happier. You may not gain knowledge and power and improve the quality of your life through most of these different bands of perception. You're born with specific awareness fields because of karma. You come onto this planet with a set of different perceptual bands. Who you are, who you came in as, your band of perception. You don't recognize it at birth. This isn't something that, as an infant, you're able to say, this band of perception, I think I'm going to choose another one. No. You simply come in as an infant, but your karma brings you here with different bands of perception, which influence your perceptual fields and how you see things. So you don't recognize these at birth, but the information is there. You came with the information that you gained, the knowledge that you gained in other lives. So at some point in this lifetime, if you're listening to this, I can tell you that at some point in this lifetime, you began to awaken. You are awakening. And it is a beautiful, glorious moment when this happens. So you awaken to your past knowledge, to your past life knowledge, not necessarily the photo album way of looking at your past lives, but you awaken to the knowledge. The memories, no, not so much, right? Sometimes you do, but those are not important, really. They're not important. The knowledge is, and that's automatic. So you bring in this knowledge from your other lifetimes with enough power and Kundalini, you bring your past awareness into this life. That's just how it works. I didn't make the rules. It's just how it works. So the Kundalini is the energy that opens up these bands of perception to change, to do the things that you want to do, to make things happen that wouldn't otherwise happen. These ideas, this knowledge is invisible to most people. Most people aren't interested in a pathway to enlightenment. Most people are not interested in learning about different bands of perception or learning about Kundalini. And that's perfect. And that's the way it is supposed to be. But those of you who are would do well to learn the tools, to acquire the tools to raise your Kundalini energy and therefore your personal power. It wouldn't otherwise happen if you are not aware of it. It tends to not happen on its own. It tends to happen when you tune into a specific band of perception. When you begin to realize that you have this power within, you begin to realize that you can actually choose how to see the world, how to view people, things, situations. So you gain this power, this Kundalini energy, this personal power, so that you can make things happen that might not otherwise happen. Some people have the power to heal using their Kundalini energy, to mold events. You can look at the news any moment of any day to see how people with personal power are molding the course of our lives. Most of the time, this is not visible, but sometimes it is if your perceptual field is in tune with eternity. You're able to see more of what is going on. It is visible to you, not invisible as it is to most people. So to meditate speeds up our vibratory energies to attract other symbiotic energies. In other words, your frequencies, the frequencies that you vibrate at, attract more of the same. As it is with your daily life. If you are sad, angry, frustrated, not happy, you attract more of that. If you're happy, energetic, filled with love for life, you attract more of that energy into your life. Again I didn't make the rules, it's just how it works. So you attract these other symbiotic energies. And you become happier, really. More and more of that beautiful light you invite into your life. When your focus is light, when your focus is love, when your focus is compassion, you bring more of that energy into your life with other beings who feel the same way. So happiness is a result of how you vibrate, your energies, your frequencies, and how you vibrate, how deep and aware your eternal nature is, creates happiness. Your being in touch with, in contact with eternity, God, source, the universe, however it is that you choose to see it. That connection and how strong it is engenders more happiness, or conversely, your disconnection with the universe, God, source, engenders not as much happiness. So we learn to meditate. We learn to meditate correctly. We do a systems analysis. No ego, no guilt. Simply analyze. Self-reflection. You take a look at who you are. You take a look at how your feelings manifest. You take a look at how you perceive. You take a look at what bands of perception you choose to have in any moment. Systems analysis. Taking a look at your life closely. Self-reflecting on how you choose to lead your life in any moment. Take a look at your accomplishments without feeling sorry for yourself, without judging yourself. Take a look at your life. Self-assessment. So important in leading the life that you want to lead. So we meditate. We meditate specifically for power on the first, second, and third chakras. The root chakra, the creative chakra, the power center. When we want to up our power, when we want to focus on more Kundalini energy, we focus on these three chakras. It can be a little tricky sometimes. So we want to see these particular chakras with the color of light that is associated with them. The root center, which rests at the base of your spine, is where your energy rests. This is signified or seen with red light. So you can visualize this ball of red light sitting at the base of your spine. This is your energy center, your root chakra, filled with energy, waiting to be used by you. The next chakra, which is kind of in the area where babies are born, this is your creative center, and it is signified by an orange color. And then your power center rests, it's your navel center, it rests at about an inch or so above your belly button. This is signified by a golden light, a golden ball of light. And it can be tricky, so if ever you are manipulating these chakras, this energy that we have here, and you start to, maybe you don't feel so great, or you start to get uncomfortable, simply sit back and relax. It means you're trying a little too hard, right? So we focus on them just for just a few moments. Or you might want to focus on all three and move the energy from the energy center, the root chakra, to the creative center, to the power center, and then bring the energy down around your being. Or even better, take it on up all the way through all of your chakras, purify it with your heart center, know your truth center, which is your throat chakra, and then to your third eye, and finally to your crown center, and then bring this energy down around your being. We'll play around with a couple of those today in our meditation to show you how this feels. Yeah. So we want to gain in personal power, but we don't want problems. So personal power takes wisdom. The more personal power, the more wisdom that you need to be able to use it in a happy, significant way. Wisdom. Usually wisdom comes, many times it comes with age, but it can come in any form at any time if that is your intention. Meditating and sitting in silence engenders more wisdom in your life so that you know what to do with your personal power. Again, look at the news in any day, in any moment, and see how personal power is being used very clearly without wisdom. There are people on our planet who have a lot of personal power who have no idea about using their power with wisdom to help. There are many, but then there are many who do. Gandhi, he changed the world with his personal power. He changed the course of a nation with his personal power. Helped millions of people. There are those all over the planet who are helping and doing good work, very good work with their personal power. So these people absolutely do exist. So in the very beginning of your meditation journey, learn to be silent as much as you possibly can in your meditation practice. In other words, when you're meditating, you're going to have lots, especially in the beginning, you're going to have lots and lots of thoughts. You're going to think that you just can't stop your thoughts, that you just have no way of slowing down your mind, but you do. With practice, you can and you do. You are able to slow down your thoughts and eventually stop thought. And another aspect of this is you begin to see life in a much more sparkly, colorful, happy way by meditating. And of course, lastly, as you're gaining in power and energy and wisdom and Kundalini, your Kundalini is up, your personal power is up, find a teacher. Look for a teacher who can guide you, help you through the bumps in the road along the path, help you to maybe have, sort of guardrails along the pathway to enlightenment, or it's simply the pathway to having a happier, better life, a happier, more fulfilled life, helping others. Of course, first you must get your own life in order, in a happy, fulfilled space before you begin to help others. Learn the tools, gain the energy, gather up your Kundalini energy, and then gather more, and be sure before any of this to focus on wisdom. Personal power without wisdom is a dangerous thing. Again, as we can see in the news daily, personal power with wisdom is what is a very good thing to strive for. So be sure that as you begin this process, that wisdom is on your radar, gaining wisdom. It's really a matter of remembering who you are, remembering not like a photo album, as I said, but remembering what you brought with you from your other lives. You wouldn't be listening to this podcast or webinar if you hadn't started to awaken. So it's important to learn the parameters of a healthy, happy, meditative, service-filled life. It's important always to remember who you are and why you're here. Why you are here? Why are you here? To have a happy, good, fun-filled life. That's why you're here. You didn't come back to have a bad time. You didn't come back to have, you know, a life where you were struggling always. Struggle is very easily transformed when you focus on being happy first. And that's why I talk about meditation, calming the thoughts, giving yourself a break from all of your thinking, the monkey mind. Calming your thoughts so that when you are not sitting in meditation, when you're living life, and your life, by the way, that's another subject, can be your meditation also. But when you're not sitting in meditation, you're viewing life in a beautiful, happy, fun-filled way. That's why you came back, to have a good time, to have a wonderful life. Now, of course, as human beings, we go through life where we have moments of sadness, we have moments of ill health, maybe sickness, death, difficult times. But you can be happy even in those difficult times. There can be an underlying peace with a smile in your heart, a smile on your face. There is an underlying peace that you can acquire with more Kundalini, more personal power, and more wisdom. For those of you who might be new to the practice of meditation, every morning when you wake up, take a shower, or at the very least, wash your hands and face, and then sit. With clean, loose clothing, sit on a pillow with your legs crossed, or in a chair with your feet on the ground. It's up to you. Either way, your hands are placed very comfortably in your lap, and we sit 15 minutes. We use music to help you, to sort of shield you from the thoughts and energies and the vibrations and the ideas of others near you or around the world. There are billions of people on our planet. They all transmit energy, sort of like a radio. And so do you. Not only do we transmit, we take in. We take in these energies, these thoughts. Most of your thoughts aren't your own, just a side note, just so you understand. Most of them were given to you, or you are sensing them from people close to you. And you can always tell if a thought is not your own. If it doesn't empower you, for sure it's not your own. You didn't come here to think negatively about yourself at all. So when you have a positive thought, it's probably your own. But we have music to shield. Our music is infused with enlightened energy. It was composed, produced, arranged by a fully enlightened being for this purpose, for you, to be able to meditate more easily, more deeply. So we sit for 15 minutes, your back is straight. And at the end of the meditation, we bow, offering up our meditation to the universe, to all sentient beings, to make a difference on our planet. Every time that you meditate, you make a difference for our world. You bring peace, happiness, contentment, compassion, love to our planet, to all beings, to all sentient beings. Every time that you meditate, never think, well, I'll put it this way, always think, always know that when you meditate, when you are sitting in meditation, and hopefully, eventually, your entire lives will be a benefit to our world. Every time that you meditate, you are raising the vibration of not only yourself and those you're close to, those you love, but our entire planet. And when we meditate here together, it doesn't matter if it's in this moment or next week, next month, we are meditating together whenever you're viewing this video or podcast. We are meditating together in those moments. Know this, that you are helping. You're doing a service to not only yourself, but to all sentient beings. All right, I'm going to take myself off camera, and we're going to do a couple of manipulations with chakras. Actually, I'll go ahead and leave myself on for the moment. So go ahead and close your eyes. You're sitting very comfortably. Your back is nice and straight. Focus on your root chakra. See this center resting at the base of your spine as a red light, a red ball of light. Bring this energy up just a little bit to the area, the creative area where babies are born. In this area, this is your creative area, your creative chakra. Visualize this as an orange, beautiful orange ball of light. And then take this energy up to your power center, your navel center, which rests an inch or so above your belly button. Visualize this as a golden ball of light. And now bring this energy back down. Focus on your root chakra again. Bring the energy up to your creative center as a red ball of light, and then up again to your power center. Feel this energy here in your navel center as a golden ball of light. And bring this energy down once again to your root chakra, the red ball of light resting at the base of your spine. Take this energy up to your creative center, this orange ball of light, and bring this energy up to your power center, golden ball of light that rests in your navel area. And bring this energy down. Whenever you're needing more power, more energy, focus on these chakras. You may want to do it at the beginning of your meditations when you're feeling that the need for more power and energy. And one more exercise. We're going to light them all up, all of the primary chakras. We have the energy center at the base of the spine, and then the creative center just a little ways up in the area where babies are born. Then we move up to the power center, the navel center, the orange ball of light. From there, we go up to the heart center, resting in the center of your chest. We visualize this as a green ball of light. This is where Lev sits. Intuition also. Then we come up to the throat chakra. This is where you speak your truth. Many times in many people, this chakra is very closed and they find it very difficult to speak their truth for whatever reason. So this area is visualized as a beautiful blue, a robin's egg blue, resting in the throat area. Bring this energy up to the third eye. Visualize this as a violet or indigo color, resting in the center of your forehead, an inch or so above your eyebrows. And then we have the crown center, resting at the top of your head, the crown area. And we visualize this as a white light. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this energy up very quickly from the root center all the way up to the crown center, and then bring it out over our entire being, enveloping your being with your light, your energy. So let's close our eyes once again. Visualize the root center, the root chakra, as a red ball of light. And we're going to light up all of these centers. the red ball of light. Now move it up to the creative center, an orange ball of light, to the power center, your navel center, the golden light. Now up to your heart center. This is the center of love, of intuition, as a green ball of light. Then to your truth center, where your truth is spoken in the throat area, this robin's egg blue color, this beautiful blue ball of light. Now bring this up to the third eye, resting in the center of your forehead. You can, if you'd like, put your hands on these areas just to show, to give you an idea of the energy here. This indigo light resting in the center of your forehead. Bring this up to the white light that rests in your crown center at the top of your head. And now bring this energy down around your entire being. Once again, focus on your root center. And now, just very quickly, take this energy up, 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 up to your crown center. See them all lighting up, all of your primary chakras, and bring this energy down over your being. One more time. Start at your root center. Bring this energy up very quickly, up, 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 passing all of your chakras to your root center, to your crown center at the top of your head, this white light. Now bring this energy around your entire being. This is a great way to start your day, to light up all of your chakras, to see which ones might be closed, actually. You'll feel different in a particular chakra when it's closed up. Maybe you're not feeling as much power as you feel you need to have. Maybe you're not feeling the love that you would like to have. Now you know where these energies rest in the chakras in your being. Now, they are in your subtle physical being, but they relate to your physical body. So when I say that they're at the base of your spine, they're at the base of your spine in the subtle physical, right? And all of these energies, all of these chakras or spinning wheels, they're spinning energies, are there to help you to understand. Well, without Kundalini, you're not alive. Without the spinning wheels, without the energy, once those energies stop, you are then not alive. So we want each of them to be open and making your life as beautiful as possible. All right, I'm going to take myself off camera now while we prepare to relax the body after those exercises. Sit up nice and straight. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top. Focus your attention on your eyes, the muscles around your eyes, and relax the muscles around your eyes. As you do, your jaw muscles, your facial muscles will also begin to relax. If you have any tension whatsoever in your scalp, relax your scalp. Relax, relax, relax. Relax your neck, your throat. Relax your shoulders, your upper arms, your lower arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax your chest, your back on either side of your spinal column. Relax your back. Relax your abdomen. Release all of the muscles in your abdomen. Relax your hips, your upper legs, your lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax, relax, relax. Let's go ahead and work with the chakras before beginning our meditation today. We'll light up and energize all of the 7 primary chakras to be sure that your life and your energy are creating the life that you want. Focus your attention on the root chakra, and very quickly we're going to raise this energy up to the crown and bring the energy down around our entire being. Focus on the root center, the red ball of light. Take it very quickly up to your creative, your power, your heart, your truth, your intuitive center, third eye, and now to the crown center where your connection to the infinite is strong. Bring this energy down around your being, and once again, focus on the red ball of light to the orange, the gold, the green, the blue, the indigo, the white light at the crown center, and bring this energy down. Once again, very quickly, focusing on your root center, the red ball of light. Bring that up to the creative orange ball of light, to the power center with gold, to the heart center with the green, to the truth throat center with the robin's egg blue, to the third eye where your psychic ability rests, indigo light, and now the white light of your crown center where your connection with the infinite is nice and secure. Bring this energy down around your being. For those of you who are new to the practice, continue visualizing in your meditation, lighting up your chakras. Into the first few moments, actually, continue visualizing, lighting up all of your chakras until our meditation session has ended. For those of you who have been meditating for a few years or longer, continue visualizing, lighting up your chakras into the first few moments, and then let go. Let go and let eternity do with you what it will. Now, let's meditate. Namaste. Thank you for being with us today. It is important, vitally important actually, that we gain Kundalini energy and become more personally powerful to be able to get what we want to get done on this world, in this lifetime, right? So I hope that today's message has given you some tools to work with, and that you are learning to meditate and having a good time while you're learning to meditate and with life. Before we go, 10 things to do. I have one that I added myself, that is very important, I think, and that is to love yourselves. Love yourselves. Learn to love yourselves. Most people were not taught how to love themselves since childhood, but learn to love yourself. And then number one, love someone or something more than you love yourself. Number two, take chances constantly. Number three, stop taking yourself so seriously. And number four, start taking others more seriously. Number five, never, ever, ever give up hope. Number six, meditate more deeply today than you ever have. Number seven, learn to dance. Number eight, feel the pain of the world and be happy anyway. Number nine, let go and let eternity do with you what it will. Number 10, look beyond all of this and know the truth. I'll look forward to seeing you very soon. Thanks so much for being with us. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. See you soon.